22nd of November was to be a memorable day for all concerned with farming in Nile Ways. For this was the big day, the threshing day itself. To thresh the stack, Alphonsus Gallagher brought his 4-foot-10 Garvey mill, which had been made in Aberdeen in Scotland, and which would be powered by Alphonsus's Super Major from 1942. The other part of the outfit would be Frank Campbell's Jones baler, driven in by this David Brown 780. Before any threshing got underway, holes were dug to keep the whole outfit level. A twist was put on the belt to keep the mill working in the right direction, and the Garvey, powered by the Major, had to run on a level line with the thresher so that this belt wouldn't fall off. However, it didn't take long to get all set up, and soon everything was properly levelled off. The Jones baler was pushed into position by a sturdy team of men, where it would be powered by this massive Ferguson 65 owned by John Robb. First, before the sheaves appeared, the thatch was removed by members of the club. The huge band of workers reckoned that a good 2 hours would thresh the entire stack. Threshers such as this at one time travelled the length and breadth of Ireland. They were a common sight on the roads and farms of Ireland. The thresher was, of course, a fantastic design, separating the corn from the straw and allowing what was in past days a fast form of harvesting corn and straw. Many hands were at work around a thresher in bygone years, and today would be no exception, as the whole community turned out to take a turn. At the rear of the thresher, Jim Rogers threaded Oliver Gallagher's packing needle, while David Robb filled the bags before setting them on the weighbridge. Watch carefully as Jim shows us how bags were sewn in Donegal years ago. At the Jones baler, Frank Campbell and John McCausland thread the baler, a dusty and choking job on days gone by. The thresher also had its own familiar rattle, so listen now to what was as familiar a sound as the corncrake years ago, now both sadly gone from the countryside today.
As I walk down the road on this fine autumn morn, I can see the great combine collecting the corn, and my mind wanders back in a moment of joy to the days of the thresher when I was a boy. All over the valley you could hear the strange sound of that mighty machine on its annual round. All the men in the townland would follow at will, and they'd all lend a hand with the old threshing mill. So boil up the bacon and the cabbage is green. Add plenty of spuds laced with butter between. For 8 empty bellies will soon need a fill, for it makes a man hungry, the oil threshing mill. There were 2 on the thresher and 2 on the stack, and the man with the fork kept the straw flying back. There were bottles of porter and plenty of fags, and old Larry Andy looked after the bags. Then a few of the boys built the straw in a sheep, while the young ones at home played hide and go seek. And myself and my brother with the dogs and the cats had the time of our lives chasing after the rats. So boil up the bacon and the cabbage that's green. Add plenty of spuds laced with butter between. Our 8 empty bellies will soon need a fill, for it makes a man hungry, a threshing mill.